Yes, people. UFC, Abu Dhabi. Sandhagen versus Nurmagomedov. We're going to give you our predictions from the first fight of the night on the early prelims all the way to the main event. Starting with the first fight of the night. Cedric Dumas versus Dennis Tiuliulin. Who have you got on why?
This one for me was kind of straightforward, man. I got Dumas. He's got a long jab. He's got good pressure. Yeah, very long jab. I think he's got like a 79-inch reach. I think it's like very long. He's got a big advantage over. And actually, I don't think he's got a big advantage over Tiuliulin. Yeah, because Tiuliulin's got a long reach as well. But the way he fights is like he doesn't back up unnecessarily. He applies good pressure and he's very all-rounded. He can wrestle and he's got good jiu-jitsu. He's good wrestler. Saw against like Brundage. Saw it in a few of his fights. He was unfortunately his last fight against, who was it again?
Dumas' last fight.
Yeah. I forgot his name. But he got poked in the eye and he stopped and the ref didn't stop the fight and he got knocked out, man. But he's decent. He's young as well. He's 28. Yeah, I think he's just got to keep Tiuliulin off with jabs and just take him down and just hold him there, make it boring, just draw it out, man, just make it boring.
So you got Dumas for that fight?
Yeah.
You think he finishes him?
No, I think he can finish him with a sub, but I think what he should do is just try to draw it out, just ground and pound all day and just make it boring. And if the sub shows itself, then go for it.
Yeah, I've got Dumas by decision as well. For Tiuliulin, I've looked at his record, saw some of his last fights. He's got a fetish for being finished. Yeah, he's been finished 7 times out of his last 9 losses. His style is very much like rock 'em, sock 'em, like robots, innit? Yeah. Like he loves elbowing in the clinch, head kicks. Like in his fight against Piquet, he showed deficiencies in wrestling, and Dumas is a good wrestler. So I think Dumas is going to take it by decision just by sitting on top of him for the whole fight. Yeah, I can see it being a boring fight.
Yeah. Dumas has lost. Not Dumas. Tiuliulin has lost to a few decent names though. Yeah, he's lost to like COD and Rodriguez as well.
Yeah, and Dumas out wrestled Cody Brundage. And Cody Brundage is a good wrestler.
But Cody Brundage bloody loses to everyone. Bro. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with that.
He's alright. He's good. He's a good wrestler. He's a good wrestler. So moving on to the next fight, we've got Herbert versus Rolando Bedoya.
Yeah, this is going to be a banger. This is hard to say, man, because Herbert is actually, even though he's 9 years older, he's like a young 36, you know what I mean? Yeah. He's 36, but he's not like a, who's an old, beat up 36-year-old, man. I don't know, but whatever, he's not like CTE level yet, you know what I mean? He's still got he's got very sharp, you know what I love about Herbert is Muay Thai. His Muay Thai is so clean, man.
He's got power as well, you know.
Yeah, because he's lanky, innit? That's what it is. He trains with Leon Edwards as well. But one thing with that gym, and we saw with Leon Edwards even on the weekend, is that they don't have like killer instinct. No killer instinct, man. Like he doesn't finish like these fights, even though his striking is good. He's got good kicks. Like his last fight against Ziam, that was a sick fight, but he just never had that little extra push, man, just to finish the fight or win these rounds. You know what I mean? So I think that's gonna cost him, cause he's got a long reach. He's got good boxing. Good Muay Thai. He's got decent takedown defense. He likes a clinch up against the cage. Like his last fight, Ziam, he lost because he tried to wrestle him. Yeah. He tried to take him down. They probably come in thinking, oh, he's a striker as well, so let's just take him down. Your wrestling is good enough.
Yeah. He does all the hard work and then doesn't.
Yeah. He doesn't finish. Because Bedoya, he's good, man. I think his they both got very good movement, but I think Bedoya's movement is much more purposeful, and he's coming down a weight because he was a welterweight, but he was like a flabby welterweight, man. Yeah. He looked small in welterweight anyway. Yeah. So now that he's coming down, So now that he's coming down, he could be sharper. Let's see how it is. But I feel like he will win. He's got the better movement. He's probably a bit more aggressive than Herbert as well.
Oh, you think Bedoya's gonna take it?
I think I think he's a younger guy.
Yeah, he's 27.
He's 27. Yeah, he's more active.
Okay, interesting.
Better movement, good defense. He's got good defense. Yeah.
Well, looks like this is where we're gonna differ.
Yeah.
for the first time.
But Thing hasn't won though. He hasn't won. He's had 2 fights in the UFC and hasn't won.
He
But
hasn't
he's
won
got
in
potential. He
UFC,
fought 2 good guys. He fought Song and he fought Chaos as well. And
Chaos,
yeah. And both like against Chaos Williams, I think arguably he could have won that. It was very close. And he done good against him. That's a tough first fight, man.
Yeah, I've got Herbert winning this by a knockout as
Really?
well. Yeah, if you remember, Herbert actually fought Topuria.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
And he knocked Topuria down with a head kick. Like we said, he does all the hard work, but then as soon as he does the hard work, then he just kind of tails off and doesn't really finish his
Exactly,
opponent.
because Topuria probably came back down and beat him as well, man.
He did. He knocked him out, and it was a highlight reel knockout as well.
He knocked him down the next round, I think. I think he stumbled Topuria first round head kick, and he just came up, started wrestling him.
Head kick, so Topuria started implementing his wrestling. I don't think that's something Bedoya is gonna lean towards.
Yeah.
Like we said, he's yet to win in the UFC, and also I don't think he's got the power to worry Herbert either. I think Herbert's just gonna walk him down and break that soft fat body that he had at welterweight, and then he's gonna knock him out. I said second round, so I've got a second round KO.
Yeah. I want Jai Herbert to win, man.
Yeah,
I like him.
Herbert.
I like
Jai
him.
Herbert
I think
as
his style. I like his style. I like the way
man.
I like his Muay Thai. It's clean and crisp, man. It's just that them guys in Renegade, bro. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Yeah,
They don't finish.
It's their coach, man. only in the 5th round, the guy patterns up in between rounds, man. Or he'll pull out the fire and all this nonsense, man. He should be doing that from the very first round. Anyway, moving on to the next fight. Victoria Dudakova versus Sam Hughes, the fight we've all been looking forward to. Yeah. Go on, you go first. Who do you think is gonna win this fight and why?
I'll give it to Dudakova, to be honest.
How about Dudakova as well?
She's younger. She's probably better.
Yeah.
She's all rounder.
Look, all due respect to the 2 women, yeah, doing what you're doing, but we could not care less about who comes out victorious in this fight. Look, I had a look at both women. Hughes' record is meaty. I think Dudakova is actually undefeated. Hughes is also primarily a wrestler. She'll go for the takedown, but Dudakova, with all the submissions that she's got on her record, I think she'll be comfortable being taken down, be comfortable and confident in her ground game. And I've got her submitting Hughes in the second round.
Yeah, I probably got Dudakova by decision.
Yeah. Well, let's move on swiftly to the next fight. And the next fight is Guram. Who was butchered this guy's name? Kutateladze, versus Jordan Vucenic.
That's a banger of a fight.
It's a good fight. It should be a good fight.
Sick fight. Good opportunity for both of them. Guram's lost his last 2.
Yeah.
He's lost his last 2. But with Guram, I don't understand. He's actually he's a killer, man. He's so good all-rounded. He's got such good wrestling. Well, he mainly uses defensively, but his striking is so crisp and he's patient and he's experienced, man. He's a proper mixed martial artist. He mixes up his strikes well. He ends with the kick. Yeah. His fight against Brener, that was a sick fight.
It's a good fight.
Mad fight. I can't believe he lost that one, but it was a proper good fight, and you saw how good he is at striking. Yeah, he loses composure sometimes, I guess, like he did in that fight. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. Good offense. One thing with him, his offense is good, but his defense, you see it lacking a lot of the time.
Guram.
Yeah, you see it. He gets hit. He gets caught a lot. That's why a lot of his fights he's just bloodied up. He makes them a lot closer than they have to be. And obviously, if he's bloodied up like that, it don't look good for the judges. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So they'll obviously score him down because of that. But I mean, in this fight, Jordan Vucenic, he's coming from Cage Warriors. He's been around for a while. I've known him not known him personally, but I've been watching him for a little while. He's good. He's a good grappler. He likes it. I mean, he's good stand up as well. He's got good stand up. But
debut.
But
short notice.
Short notice, and he's coming up a weight as well.
Different weight
class. He fights at featherweight normally.
Tough.
But he is good. He's got quite a few subs. His jiu-jitsu is on point. But I feel like with Guram's strength at that weight, and also his takedown defense, his experience in wrestling and his striking, I just think Guram eats him up, man. Not eats him up, but I feel like Vucenic won't be able to implement his game plan.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a rude awakening for Vucenic as well.
And Guram has got the better striking.
Yeah.
And then if you can't take him down, then it's just a long day.
Like,
But it's a good opportunity for him. He could come in. He's coming into the UFC now. I mean, I've seen him around for a while, so I'm happy for him as well. So I would love to see him in the future in featherweight. But for this fight, I thought it was a tough fight for him.
Yeah, I feel like they're feeding him to the wolves.
Yeah.
So I watched Guram's fight against Gamrot back.
Yeah.
And I actually I gave it to Gamrot. I mean, I gave it to Guram. Sorry, based on damage.
Yeah.
Like winning the fight against Brener before getting hit with the big left hand as well. Guram, I think he's just gonna pressure Vucenic. Vucenic didn't even have power at featherweight, and now he's moving up to lightweight. I think his best bet is just trying to keep Guram away with those kicks to the body. He's got good kicks. He's got nice kicks. But still, I think Guram, with his experience, with the way he fights, the pressure, I think he's just going to push Vucenic up against the cage, short notice. I think he's going to break him. Also, the Guram, Urube, all these guys are fake age, you know. Guram, he looks like Kratos. Like, he's from Georgia as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
So what's it with all these Georgia, man? Merab, like, Guram, bro, they all look pale old, bro, these Georgia, man. Well, anyway, but I've got Guram, third round, TKO.
It's good. It will be good to see him come back to winning as well. He hasn't won in a little while, man. He was injured for like a whole year as well. So but I've been looking forward to seeing him again. And like a lot of people have been comparing Vucenic to Gamrot, like using the Gamrot fight to bloody like make an argument for Vucenic. But bro, like the way Gamrot fights and wrestles is not like how Vucenic is. But I think Vucenic will be he'll make a big in the featherweight division. I want to see him do bits in there, man. I want to see him actually go up the ranks and start challenging for the title one day, maybe. He's only 28 as well. It's a good time to get into the UFC.
Wait, you got Guram as well?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next fight. Shamil Gaziev versus Dontel Mays.
Yeah.
Who have you got for this fight?
This one, at first I was going for Dontel Mays, but I've switched it up because I was just thinking like Shamil Gaziev does have good boxing, and he can take down as well. So and like his ground and pound is decent as well. So I feel like, especially his boxing. I feel like Mays has good boxing as well, but I don't think it's on the same level as Gaziev. It's like Gaziev's punches seem a lot more harder and just throws a lot more volume as well. But his from his last fight against Rosenstrike, his cardio comes into question, man. Bro, after the second round, he wasn't doing anything anymore. Or was it first round? I can't remember. But I remember he wasn't even defending. That's how tired he was. He was so tired. He stopped defending. He was just getting hits.
He's the only man that I've seen nearly knock himself out by a headbutt in the cage.
Yeah,
in the Rosenstrike fight. That affected him for the rest of the fight. No, but you've got Gaziev. I've got Gaziev as well. I don't even think he's going to rely on his boxing, to be honest. Yeah. I think he's going to shoot for the takedown.
Takedowns, maybe.
Yeah, and he's going to be supplemented by Mays, because Mays likes to throw like these overzealous like spinning attacks every so often.
He like leads with the uppercuts and stuff like that. Innit? I mean, his boxing is decent. His boxing is decent, but I feel like it's not like he might be too planted, and then Gaziev will go for a takedown. Yeah. But I mean, Gaziev's not even too bad. Like a lot of people have been hating him since the last fight, his Rosenstrike fight. But I mean, he did give up. I think
he gave up.
Like, he was saying he couldn't see out of his eye, but I don't know, man. It looked like he could see.
It's a remontada now, isn't it? So I think it's gonna be similar to the Dumas Tiuliulin fight, where Gaziev this time is gonna be the one to take his opponent down, Mays, and he's just gonna sit on top of him for the 3 rounds.
Yeah, I'll just give it to Gaziev. And Mays has some zesty kicks, man.
That's what I'm talking about. I think
he's got the proper zesty kicks, man.
I think he's going to catch him, bro. I think he's going to catch him.
And man's kicking like Aiden Ross. I've seen Aiden Ross kick. Watch his kicks. His kicks are so zesty.
The way we're just ripping these fighters. Merab, Guram, all these, man, bro. Anyway, so we've both got Gaziev for that fight. I've got it by decision. Dana's not going to be happy. again. He's definitely never raising those bonuses ever again, man. With all these
Hopefully
decisions.
not. They keep asking for too much, man.
Huh?
Every show they
Yeah,
keep
it's
asking.
too much. Oh, it's too much. It's too much, man. It's not even incentivizing them anymore because they're not even going for the knockout.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to the next fight. The man who's carrying all the pressure on his shoulders for the UAE, Muhammad Yahya versus Kauê Fernandes. Who have you got for this fight?
I feel like Fernandes is the better fighter. He's the more well-rounded. He's more well-rounded. Like Yahya can't really do anything, man.
Yeah.
Like his striking ain't there, his grappling
He
ain't
looked
really
medium,
there.
didn't he?
Yeah, against Peak. Yeah, Trevor Peak. He was fighting Trevor Peak,
Yeah.
and he was getting taken down. He was just getting battered, man. Like, but he is strong and he's tough, man. That is one thing that makes me feel like he'll beat Fernandes. That's one
Really?
thing. I was actually, his skills are so unrefined. He's so dead, but I feel like he's strong, and he's just strong, man. I feel like he'll be able to somehow beat him. I don't know why. I just got a feeling. I feel like he'll be able to beat him. I feel like Fernandes is the better fighter, but I feel like Yahya's strength.
Bro, the only way Yahya is winning is a potential robbery by the judges.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's in UAE as well. So yeah, so Yahya by robbery.
yeah. I've got that written down as one of the things that could potentially happen. Yeah,
I feel like if it's a close fight, then it will definitely, and it could be a close fight, they'll give it to Yahya. We've seen some crazy decisions in like UAE, Saudi, and that, man. I feel like I've given it to Yahya just because. I'm not just because of that, but he is quite strong. He's got like a weird way of striking, and he was landing on Trevor Peak a little bit.
They have to give it to him, innit?
Yeah,
bro, they made a whole documentary on him, bro. They have to. But I give it to Fernandes.
Is it?
Yeah, because Fernandes looked good on the feet against Diakise in their fight. And we know that he destroyed Felipe Douglas with the head kick. Like, with Fernandes being better on the feet, Yahya would have to lean towards the wrestling, but as we know, his wrestling is absolutely pants. So it's not something that he utilizes very often. I think Fernandes is just going to pepper him on the feet and it's going to go to decision. And it will be Fernandes outlanding.
I see that, but I just think somehow he'll catch him or just somehow just muster out a win. That's what I see.
Yahya by robbery, man. Yahya by robbery. Anyway, let's move on to the next fight. We've got Azamat Murzakanov versus Alonzo Menifield. Who you got for this fight?
Azamat. I've got Azamat to win. I think he's a sharper striker.
I think it's an easy prediction to be.
Yeah, he's a sharper striker.
He's undefeated.
Yeah, undefeated. And then Menifield's got good power, but his defense comes into question, and especially someone like Azamat just might just jab him or whatever. You know what I mean, like straight punches, like just throw combos at him all day. Because Azamat's got that. He's got good boxing and kicks, man. So I just see Azamat taking it, man. It's quite easy. Yeah, you just got to push the pace.
I think the only reason
watch out for his shots.
Yeah, the only reason I like Menifield is because he beat that fraud, that Ukrainian fraud. Askar Mazarov. He came into the UFC with a fake record. He got him in a crucifix and elbowed him like DC did to Oystermate. That was cold. But besides that, I don't rate him in the field at all. Like his style, like he's got like this blitz style, like he blitz in, like head, like chin down. Yeah, he chin down.
Like against Ulberg.
Yeah, just swinging for the fences.
Yeah,
like and Ulberg, obviously Ulberg's quite good. He managed to catch him, knocked him out.
Yeah. He got knocked down 12 seconds.
Yeah, prior to that, he was on a 4-5 win streak. So
I don't know what he was thinking.
I don't know what he was thinking either.
Charged him with his head first.
Like, also, Menifield's quite chinny, man. Like, I was watching one of Murzakonov's fights, and I think it was against Nchukwi, and he was hitting him with some big shots, knees, and he was just eating them. And I was thinking in my head, like, if Menifield fought this Nchukwi guy and he was taking these knees to the head with these kicks, this guy would have got knocked out. So and Azamat hit him with a flying knee to end the fight.
Azamat's a serious guy, man.
Yeah, and he's got a flying knee knockout. He's got an uppercut knockout on his record as well. 2 different tools that he can use to catch Menifield on the way in with that blitz style. So I think both of them are gonna try to throw bombs super early, and I think it's gonna be a battle of who's the chinniest. I think and I think Menifield is the more chinny of them of the two. I think it's gonna end super quick first round, and I think Azamat's gonna knock him out.
It could be. That's how I see it as well. But obviously, Menifield is a big guy, man. Power puncher.
Yeah.
He's got power. Sorry.
Yeah, but it's
Catch
that
him as well.
division.
But I think he's too slow,
everyone's
man.
got power,
And I think Azamat is just a bit quicker, and he's got the sharper striking. So I give it to Azamat.
And that's all for the preliminary card. We're moving on to the main card, and the first fight to kick off the main card is Joe Alvarez versus Elves Brener.
It's another fight I'm looking forward to, man.
It should be a good fight.
Yeah, another fight I'm looking forward to.
Who've you got?
I've got. This one's actually hard to say, man. But I think I give it to Alvarez.
Really, just give it to him.
Yeah, if I was to bet, like obviously we don't bet, but I'm just saying if I was a betting man, then I would give it to Alvarez, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe, but I wouldn't even bet, man. This is like for me, it's a tricky fight to call. Alvarez is a lot he's 6'3" or 6'2" or something. He's got like a 5-inch
77 inch
advantage. Yeah,
a lightweight. This guy's a cheater, man.
Good jab, good kicks. He's got nice kicks, good teep. He's got 100% finishing rate.
Yeah,
but he's got 0% takedown defense in the UFC anyway. And then both of them have good grappling, man. Like they're both not wrestlers. That's the thing. None of them are like they're both like. Well, I would say wrestling wise, I would say Brener is the better wrestler, but they both have good jiu-jitsu. Alvarez is like 17 subs because he's so tall. Like I feel like he's get all these triangles, darces, all these kind of subs. It's easier for him because he's so tall. But I don't see Brener wanting to take him down and control him. I feel like they're gonna stand up, and I feel like I feel like Alvarez is the better at standing in the stand up.
Stand up. Yeah.
So that's why I gave it to Alvarez.
Yeah.
I feel like he will take it by decision. But Brener, I like Brener, man.
I think
he's a sick fighter, man.
I think the problem with Brener is that he's been wobbled multiple times before. He got wobbled by Urube in his last fight, and he got wobbled by Kutateladze as well prior to knocking him out. I've literally got it written here. Alvarez is basically Tapuri on PEDs. But he's like, he's a scrapper. Sometimes careless though. He absorbs a lot of punishment during his fights on the feet. But against Diakise, it basically came down to a battle of like wills. He landed big knees in the clinch and then eventually finished him with the DAS. But he did absorb a lot of punishment. He's a cheater, man. He's a cheater.
And then when you fought Arman, he got smoked. Oh
Sarukin.
my god, that was disgusting.
Cut him open.
That was disgusting. And that's the thing. I don't think if Brener is able to take him down and hold him like Arman was, then it's a different story. But I don't think he can, and I don't think he will because of his jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because they're both like jiu-jitsu guys.
Alvarez is such a big guy, 6'2", like super big for that lightweight division. But when it comes to grappling, he's like a wet blanket. He's so weak.
Yeah,
he's so weak.
Yeah, he just finds these subs because he's so tall. He'll find him in the middle of scrambles and stuff like that. Because he's tall, he could like wrap his legs around.
Long limbs, man. It must be jarring, bro. These spider-like limbs.
But his wrestling, his takedown like defense is dead. So 0%. But he has fought like some decent wrestlers. You know what I mean? So that's maybe why. But this one, I just see Brener taking. Sorry, not Brener. Alvarez.
Alvarez, I don't see it getting to the ground, to be honest. Like we've seen Alvarez, he throws these combinations with these chopping leg kicks with these huge like tree trunk legs. I think he's gonna be a handful early, and I think he's gonna stop Brener early as well. I think as soon as he wobbles him, I think that's done. I think it's finished.
Brener trains with Oliveira, doesn't he?
Does he?
I think so, yeah. Because remember against in Guram fight, he had like blonde hair. He had the blonde hair.
Yeah, even worse then, bro. Even worse. Oliveira gets caught all the time as well, bro. I think Alvarez catches him and then it's done. I went for first round knockout for this one.
Is it first round? I'm saying decision.
I think decision.
Yeah, I'm saying it goes to a decision.
I think it'll be impressive if Brener manages to survive.
Brenner's tough, man. Like Brener, Brener is a fighter I proper actually enjoy watching. It's good, man.
First, we'll move on to the next fight, and the next fight is Mackenzie Dern versus Godinez. I'll start with this one. I think Mackenzie Dern, she's an industry plant. I think she's terrible. She's horrible on the feet. She's on 2 fight losing streak. I think the only way she's gonna win this fight is if she gets it to the ground. But I can't see her getting it to the ground because Godinez she's got good scrambles and she's better on the feet. I think this is gonna be just a stinker of a fight, and I think it's gonna go to a decision with Godinez potentially just pummeling her on the feet, and that's that.
Is it? You give it to who's
I give it to Godinez.
Is it?
Yeah, I give it to Lupita.
Yeah, I just think Mackenzie Dern will find like a sub somewhere.
I just can't see her taking it down.
Scramble or something, man. She'll find it somehow.
Maybe.
And then just get like a God knows like choke or something. I give it to Mackenzie. Then she'll probably win by a sub.
Moving swiftly on, we're gonna move on to Tony Ferguson versus Michael Chiesa. This is deep, man. Who have you got for this fight?
I want to say Tony Ferguson, man. He's a legend.
Yeah.
Legend, but he's not himself. I mean, he's in a 6-fight losing streak. He's 40
man.
years old. Yeah, he's an old man. Like, and the beatings that he's taken has aged him a lot more than just 40. Michael Chiesa is a bit younger. He's 36. He's bigger. Tony Ferguson's going up in weight to fight him as well.
Chiesa's like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah, I mean Tony Ferguson's 6 foot as well, but he's not like a big lightweight.
He's like a lanky, like 5'11".
Yeah. And then
Chiesa's gonna be too big, too strong.
Too big. He's massive. Yeah. I think I just see him taking it down and maybe like just ground and pound and just subbing him eventually. Man.
Same. As soon as I saw this fight get announced, I was gassed and devastated at the same time.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Tony Ferguson's here, but I'm worried for this guy's health, bro. I think Dana White's already said he wants him to retire, but you say, no, I don't want to retire.
I think everyone wants him to retire now, man.
Yeah.
Like, even me, I hope he retires after this fight, man.
I remember there was a time where we thought this guy could be the one to beat Khabib. And then Oliveira came and gave everyone a reality check. Like I said, there was no chance in hell this guy was going to beat Khabib.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is I heard literally today that Ferguson, for the first time in his career, sparred in a training camp.
First time in his career.
Yeah. He's never. I don't think he doesn't spar. He doesn't.
I think
spar.
probably like after a while they probably stopped. Like Max Holloway, I don't know if he spars now, but I remember he was saying he didn't spar as well. But I think obviously they sparred early in their careers, but them lot are so experienced. I mean, they're like they probably just drew or something.
But like Ferguson said, he's sparred. I think it was 120 rounds leading up to this fight.
Oh,
All I'm thinking is
that's even more CTE.
Yeah, bro, too little, too late. You know the Michael Jackson meme, the one where he tells the guy to put the gun down. Yeah, just do that, Tony. It's done, man. Yeah, you're 4 years old and now you're sparring, bro. It's too late. It's too late. But
CT's getting to him, man.
Yeah, man.
Dangerous
It's too much, bro. He wakes up, he doesn't know what day it is. Like, his wrestling isn't up to par anymore. His striking is super, super slow, like 0.5 speed. I think he's going to be too big. I think he's going to be too strong. I can see him just bullying Tony, like physically taking him down and just finishing him. And this could be... Ferguson's a crackhead. I said this could be his last fight, but we don't know. He might just come back again, bro. I don't know. He's guy. He's
lost to some...
Yeah, he likes eating CT for breakfast, bro. He's addicted.
He's lost to some sick guys though, but I mean, he's at the end of his career.
His resume speaks for itself.
He was at the end of his career like a couple fights ago. Yeah. Now he's just taking the mick. He's just got to retire now, man. Legend of the game. Just got to call
his resume speaks for itself.
Yeah, man.
Top fights. So we both got Chiesa.
Yeah.
I've got Chiesa submitting him in the second.
I've got him submitting. Yeah, second as well. To say second.
Chiesa via second round submission. Moving on to what should have been the co-main event. I can't believe it's not a co-main event. It would have been a main event if this card was in America. Chito Vera versus Davison Figueiredo. This, I think, is going to be a good fight. Who have you got for this fight?
It's hard to say, but I think I just about go for Figueiredo. I think Figueiredo, just about. I feel like Figueiredo... Obviously, because Figueiredo is coming up from bantamweight, so he's going to be the naturally smaller guy. But in the stand-up, I would say Vera might just about win. Might just about win, being the bigger guy.
Controversial.
But I feel like Figueiredo is going to get the takedown and then just keep him there, man.
Really?
Figueiredo is too sick. I think he's too skilled. He's probably going to take him down and just...
You think he's going to take Chito down?
Yeah, I think he'll take Chito down.
Okay.
Chito, once he gets down, he doesn't really get back up. I think he'll just I think once he gets it done, I think that's what he'll be hunting for, just to take down. Even in the stand-up, I don't think Cheeto's gonna just annihilate.
I was
Figueiredo in the stand-up. I think it will still be close, competitive. But I give it to Figueiredo by decision.
I think Cheeto is just jarring to watch sometimes, man.
Cheeto,
it's up to him. Like some days he feels like coming in and like actually throwing a punch. But nowadays he comes in just to be a punching bag.
Yeah, he's got to come with the right mindset. Like Sean O'Malley just annihilate this guy.
Yeah, the guy.
Just showed him. Vera's got to come in with like. He's got to want to put hands on.
Killer.
Yeah. He's got to want to put hands on Figueiredo, and he's got to bloody come in to abuse him, bro.
yeah. But he's definitely got the potential to hurt Figueiredo. 100%.
No, he does.
That we saw Brandon Moreno wobble Figueiredo back when they fought.
Yeah, exactly.
And so Figueiredo at bantamweight, he's now had 2 fights at bantamweight against Garbrandt and Rob Font.
Yeah.
He's done brilliant in both of those fights. Submitted Garbrandt, piece Rob Font on the up on the feet, and bearing in mind, Cheeto has also fought Rob Font and did not do nearly as well as Figueiredo did against him. So when Figueiredo was talking about being drained at flyweight, he wasn't joking or making excuses. It's true, because this might be the best Figueiredo we've ever seen.
Exactly. He's 36, but you never know. This guy's a killer, man. He's one of the best ever to do it. You know what I mean? He's like bloody Kratos cut down to flyweight.
No, that's Guram, man. That's Guram.
No,
Guram looks like Kratos, bro.
Brings out the tattoo as well, the red hair.
Figueiredo.
Figueiredo. It's Kratos. He was a flyweight.
It's not Guram. Yeah, Guram and Merab, they're just like them flipping small boat Georgia migrants, innit? I'm telling you, they're both they're both like 50 years old, bro. And they're saying they're in their 30s. It's something about their faces, bro. It's like, have you ever taken a bath, but you're in the bath for like bare long, so your finger, and then you look at your fingers, they're like bare, like wrinkled and that, bro. It's like Merab's face.
Them lot have had a hard life, that's what it is, man. Like Merab is not 32, bro. No
I'm
way.
telling you,
is he 32 or 30? His thing's 31 or 32,
I think so. But I'm telling you, bro, that's what he looks like when you sit in
and
the bath
Guram
for
is
2 hours,
well.
bro. And then you see your finger and it's like bare wrinkly and all that, bro. I'm telling you, these men are lying, bro. Them and Urube, they're liars, bro.
45.
But I've got Figgy taking it by decision as well. I think he's gonna mix it up on the feet and land some takedowns. I don't think he's gonna finish Cheeto, because Cheeto's chin is a shit brick house. So
there's no way he's knocking him out. No chance. Imagine the Figueiredo is the one that to knock him out, bro.
Figueiredo, I don't think even Ngannou can knock out Cheeto. His chin is nuts. But let's move on to the next fight. The fight that's not deserving of the co-main event spot whatsoever. Nurmagomedov versus Michael Oleksiejczuk. Who have you got and why?
I think Bullet is so overrated. To be honest, I didn't even enjoy watching him.
I agree.
Like Dana White loves these strikers and these mad, like all these crazy strikers and like throwing kicks and all this. But like from an MMA fan, it's not something that I really care. Like, it's not a kickboxing match. You know what I mean? Like his first fight when he came into the UFC, he just got taken down. It was very close. I mean, he did win. And then
his debut was very anticipated as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like he was so hyped and he just can't deliver. I don't think he's that good. I feel like if he comes up against someone decent, he's just gonna lose. But this fight is good for him because
it's against a stand-up fighter.
Yeah, it's against a stand-up fight that's not even gonna try to take him down. Do you know what I mean? So we might see like a different Bullet. We might see Shara Bullet just piecing him up. Stand up. We might see how good Shara Bullet stand up is in this fight. But I see him just winning. Knockout decision, probably stop him third round. Stoppage maybe.
I think Dana White's just doing the WWE thing. You've seen a guy, he's from Dagestan. He's got Michael Bisping's eye. He looks like a movie villain. He's this guy's gonna sell. It's not that. I think Bullet's overrated as well, but I do think he's going to win this fight. I think this is going to be like a showcase fight for him. He's the bigger man. There's no threat of the takedown.
Exactly.
Also, I think they niced him because he's working on Hollywood movies and that. Have you seen him? So they're like, we'll give you an opponent. He's not going to try to take you down, make it easy for you. He's got good kicks.
Yeah, very good
Shara Bullet.
Nice. He's like taekwondo guy, isn't it?
I think he's going to keep him away with the kicks. I don't see a finish happening because I don't think he's got that much power. In fact, I'd say Michael Lukaszczyk, if I'm even saying his name right, probably has the power advantage.
Michal or something.
Yeah, Michal.
Michal,
He's
yeah.
Polish.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
But yeah, I'd say he's probably got the power advantage as the boxer.
Yeah.
I'm surprised when I saw this fight announced. I was surprised because I thought Kevin Holland broke his arm.
Oh, yeah,
2 months
yeah,
ago with
couple
that
months,
armbar.
Yeah. It looked like it did. It snapped. Something snapped in it. But
Yeah, I can't believe he's already fighting.
He's fighting.
But yeah, the Cheryl Bullet push agenda needs to be stopped.
Yeah, I don't know why Dana White is trying so hard to like making him co-main event. Obviously, I understand this since UAE. They want to see their Muslim fighters, but I don't know. Does anyone really care about this guy? I don't know. Maybe they do. Innit?
When you got Figueiredo and Cheeto in the card,
exactly, mad fight, bangers,
good fight, man. But yeah, we both got Cheryl Bullet. You going by finish, I'm going by decision.
Yeah, like third round.
Fizz. Now, the main event of Abu Dhabi. And thank God, it's on a good time for the UK as well. 5 p.m. The time's starting.
So 5 a.m. like last card, bro. The UK card was at 5 a.m. and this one's at 5 p.m.
Killed us, yeah. We nearly died when we were trying to make the breakdown video for you lot, bro. Yeah, be grateful. But anyway, the main event, the fight where we've all been looking forward to for a very long time now. Corey Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Who have you got for this fight?
You know, this fight is actually hard to call.
It's hard,
because,
man.
Like, obviously, everyone just wants to say Umar is going to win because, his surname, Nurmagomedov, you know what I mean? Trains with Habib, Islam.
He's the boogeyman of the division.
Yeah, exactly. But we haven't seen what he's capable of against a decent opposition.
Yeah.
He hasn't fought anyone in the top 10. I don't know why. Like, all this time, he still hasn't fought anyone in the top 10. And he's going up against Corey Sandhagen, who's fought all the top guys in bantamweight. Do you know what I mean? But Corey Sandhagen's been, how long has he's been injured for a little while, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's been off for like 2 years or something.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, so that's gonna play in. But it's just hard to say. This one's so hard to score. But Umar has got the better grappling, of course.
100%.
But he's also got very good striking. But Sandhagen is very all-rounded. He could do everything. That's why it's so hard to say how this fight's gonna go because we just ain't seen it. But I want to give the edge to Umar and Nurmagomedov.
Who would you say is the more dangerous of the two? Like, who's the more likely to stop the other one during the fight?
That's the thing. It's so hard to say, man. It's so hard to say. I feel like it's just can he get Sandhagen down and control him? I mean, Sandhagen.
But do you even think he needs to do that? Because
I've
seen Umar on the feet. He's good on the feet. Dangerous.
Yeah,
on the feet.
He's got good kicks. His boxing is okay. He lunges in with a lot of shots, leaves himself open, and Sandhagen's got very good boxing.
Yeah.
So Sandhagen's got very good striking as well. Like we saw what he done to Marlon Vera. You know what I mean? He's got very good striking. Especially his boxing is very good.
Yep.
And I feel like that's one place where Umar lacks. If whoever wins it, this is a mad fight. Like obviously it's going to be for the title shot next, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it is. It's been confirmed.
That's crazy.
Umar with that is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, yeah, two top guys. It's so hard to say, man. I think I might just give the edge to Sandhagen.
Oh, controversial.
I might have to give it just to Sandhagen. I feel like Sandhagen is fought so like all the top guys, much more experience. We know what he's made of. 5 rounds. And
we haven't seen Umar go fight.
Umar hasn't fought anyone in the division that caliber of fighter.
I feel like you changed your decision.
Last second. Yeah. Because I mean, I don't think you never know with them lot because he might get him down and he might just control him the whole 5 rounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His wrestling is that good, but Sandhagen's defensive wrestling might be that good as well.
Yeah.
Against him, it's so hard to say. Everyone's just saying Umar Nurmagomedov, but you know what? I'm just gonna stick to Sandhagen, and I think Sandhagen will win.
Look, I think
by decision, yeah.
Decision, 100%.
I think you'll stop him.
I think Umar is actually quite dangerous on the feet. You know, like he throws kicks. I've seen him throw flying knees. He engages with axe kicks as well. I've seen him engage with axe kicks. Something obviously Corey's gonna have to look out for. Probably the best wrestler in the division.
Yeah.
We watched his last fight where Bezkat knocked him down, and after Umar was knocked down, he just resorted to the wrestling and pretty much neutralized everything that Bezkat was gonna throw at him. obviously we know Corey's probably not gonna impose the same threat in terms of power that Bezkat did. It may make Umar more comfortable on the feet, knowing that he's not gonna get knocked out, potentially more reckless, and with Corey being so good on the feet, understanding range, he's really clever when it comes to getting in and out of range, switching stance. But at the same time, I think Umar. I think as soon as Corey gets into range, I think Umar's gonna shoot the takedown, and I think it could be just a squash match. I think so. Look, the criticism that Sandhagen gets is that he relies too much on his technical ability.
Yeah. Doesn't have that physicality.
Yeah, like he's very, very by the book.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem.
Yeah, it could be because it's just very.
Like you see Umar on the feet, he's like a maverick, like throwing all these like unorthodox shots and whatnot that you don't usually see. Is Corey gonna account for that? I don't know. Also, I was listening to Pound for Pound podcast, and something that worried me was Corey saying he wants to show everyone that he's a complete martial artist, and he wants to compete with Umar in the grappling department. As soon as I heard that, I was like,
"Oh, I didn't even hear that."
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I heard that Sandhagen can't grapple with him, but he could defend his.
Defend. Do you think?
I feel like that's what you should do. I don't know. It's hard. It's so hard to say. This one's so. I feel like it will be so close.
Yeah, I mean, so since the Aljo fight, we haven't really seen Sandhagen on his back.
And with Sandhagen now, he's been off for what? However long he's been off for a long time,
man.
But I'm sure this guy's been training hard. Yeah, he's been training hard.
Knowing
so
him,
I mean, I would just about by a hair, just give it to Sandhagen. What about you?
I'd probably say Umar as well, man. There's so many question marks. How is Corey's experience going to come into play, and how is Umar going to manage his gas tank over the 5 rounds?
So who are you giving it to?
Umar.
I'm
giving it to Umar as well by decision.
Yeah, I think it'll be mad close. Yeah. It's gonna be a crazy fight.
It's gonna be a good fight, man. I can't wait for that fight, you know. But yeah, that's that. Those were our predictions. Make sure you stick around on Saturday at 5 p.m. We're gonna be going live. Come join us, watch the event with us, ask questions, and we'll see you lot then. Yeah.